There is a small Caribbean island named Little St. James, widely known as Epstein Island. Luxury knew no bounds on this 72-acre island. Influential figures from around the world, ranging from presidents like Donald Trump to billionaires like Elon Musk, frequented the place freely. Yet, a horrifying truth lay hidden beneath that veneer of glamour. Behind the facade of parties and holidays, the island was the site of hellish atrocities and satanic rituals involving young girls. From the rape of children and the consumption of their cooked flesh to sacrificing them to Satan, no depraved act was left undone. Watching the full video might leave you horrified. It will compel you to wonder who truly controls the world: humans, Satan worshippers, or Satan himself. If you are sensitive to such disturbing content, you may wish to skip this video. So, let us begin. It was March 2005. While victims across the globe remained silent out of fear of powerful figures, a brave young girl finally broke that silence. A girl named Courtney Wild filed a complaint against Jeffrey Epstein with the Florida police for the first time. As the investigation unfolded, the police and the FBI uncovered a series of horrifying pieces of evidence, discoveries chilling enough to make anyone's blood run cold. This evidence included lists of the world's most powerful people, compromising photographs, and records of private flights to Epstein's island. These materials were presented in court and later became infamous as the Epstein Files. The investigation further revealed that Epstein had made not just one or two, but countless children the victims of the lust of billionaires. You might now be wondering, who exactly is Jeffrey Epstein? Where did he acquire such immense wealth? And how did he weave a web of friendships with everyone from British royalty to billionaires like Elon Musk? And the biggest question remains, was the sudden failure of all CCTV cameras on the very night of Epstein's death in one of the most secure prisons, like the one in New York, mere coincidence? Or was there an unseen hand at work? The story of Epstein's rise reads like a fairy tale, yet it is true. Once an ordinary math teacher, yes, a teacher, he rapidly transformed into a mysterious tycoon. Leaving his teaching job, he stepped into the world of Wall Street. By winning the trust of wealthy businessmen, he took charge of their vast fortunes. Fueled by hefty commissions and connections within influential circles, he amassed a portfolio of luxurious mansions stretching from New York to Florida. Yet, lurking behind this glittering empire lay a horrifying truth. Using his power and wealth as weapons, Epstein secretly preyed upon innocent children and teenage girls. To the world, Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire entrepreneur. In reality, however, he was a ruthless criminal. His mansions and assets were scattered across the globe, from Manhattan and New Mexico to Paris, spanning cities and countryside alike. But Epstein's true kingdom was Little St. James, a 72-acre island in the Caribbean, his private island of sin. He would travel there in his private jet, which the media had dubbed the Lolita Express. It is said that behind the glamour of lavish parties and holiday retreats, presidents and billionaires from various nations were invited to the island to engage in a vile game, making innocent young girls the victims of their lust. Epstein's world was not defined solely by opulence and hedonism. It also played host to many powerful figures from the realm of global politics. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton frequently traveled on Epstein's private jet. In the 1990s, Donald Trump was also part of Epstein's inner circle. Even Britain's Prince Andrew was involved, a man who raped young girls. Many prominent figures, ranging from Bill Gates to famous Hollywood stars, were part of Epstein's sordid world. When the FBI raided Epstein's home, they discovered a massive, hidden cache of CDs and photographs. This raised suspicions that Epstein had been secretly recording the depraved acts of these powerful individuals to blackmail them later. It was also alleged that Israel's Mossad controlled Epstein. However, a shameful deal was struck behind the scenes in 2008. A high-ranking prosecutor colluded with Epstein's lawyers to quietly finalize an agreement without the victim's knowledge. As a result, Epstein effectively escaped serious consequences, and the influential figures involved remained shielded from scrutiny. For crimes that should have warranted a life sentence, Epstein received a mere 18-month prison term, complete with privileges that allowed him to spend time outside the facility at will. He was fully released after just 13 months. Yet, emboldened by this leniency, Epstein became so arrogant that he began openly boasting about his power. This indiscretion brought the secret deal to the media's attention, and news of the scandal broke worldwide. Epstein believed that the power of his wealth would allow him to silence his victims forever. However, inspired by the example of Courtney Wild, many women found the courage to come forward and demand the annulment of that 2008 settlement agreement in court. In 2018, an investigative report exposed the true nature of this conspiracy. Consequently, the FBI arrested Epstein again in July 2019, but this time he was denied bail. This sent shockwaves through powerful circles worldwide. If Epstein were to speak out in court, who knows whose misdeeds might be revealed? Yet, before the trial could even begin, Epstein was found dead in his New York prison cell on August 10, 2019. According to official reports, it was a suicide. Curiously, however, all the prison's surveillance cameras were turned off that night, and the guards were fast asleep. Moreover, Epstein had been removed from the suicide watch list around the same time. This led many to suspect that he had actually been silenced permanently to prevent him from revealing the names of other powerful figures. The mystery surrounding his death remains unsolved to this day. Jeffrey Epstein may be gone, but the shadow of his infamy still looms over the world's most powerful people. Countless billionaires, as well as former and current presidents, have become objects of global scorn for the heinous acts they committed within Epstein's realm of depravity. It is staggering to think that presidents of the world's most civilized and powerful nations could be child rapists, figures who are now struggling desperately to prove their innocence. When the FBI searched Epstein's island, they discovered several bizarre items that only deepened the mystery. They found a temple-like structure on the island featuring a blue and white striped dome. Many believe this site was used for satanic rituals and child sacrifices. Secret tunnels and bunkers were also discovered beneath the island, though their purpose remains unknown. Statues of diverse designs were scattered all around. Surveillance cameras were installed across the entire island. But were these cameras truly just for security? Or were they secretly recording everything to be used later as tools for blackmail? That question remains unanswered. Yet with the turning of every new page in the files, a seismic shift is rocking the corridors of power. From Prince Andrew's secret alias to allegations involving Donald Trump and child rape, every new revelation is causing a global uproar. Many more names are yet to surface. Countless other famous and powerful figures from around the world may well have immersed themselves in this realm of sin. After all, only a fraction of the 3 million pages comprising the Epstein Files has been revealed so far. The vast majority remains undisclosed. Can you imagine what lies hidden in those remaining millions of pages? I won't even touch upon the thousands of other files similar to Epstein's today. It sends a shiver down the spine to think about who actually controls the world: humans, Satan worshippers, or Satan himself. If you wish to delve deeper into the Epstein Files, please let us know in the comments. Should there be sufficient interest, we will endeavor to bring you the rest of the story very soon. See you in the next episode. Thank you.